Welcome, fellow losers, to Ferris Cutler's Ferret and the Pheromones podcast. Today, it's podcast 3. Go and get fucked! Yes, fellow cockbreaths, today we begin proceedings with a song about the circumstances enjoyed by private school students in this fucking great egalitarian country of ours. And also those endured by the poor sods who don't have any money. So, I reckon if I ever start up a business, I might phone up the Premier of New South Wales or the Prime Minister of Australia and say, look, I want money. They'll go, why? I'll say, like I said, I'm starting a fucking business. And they'll say, why should we give you money? You're a private business. And I'll say, well, you fund fucking private schools. And they'll go, well, we're just helping our mates. So, in the style of The Jam, one of the finest bands to come out of England, I give yous the equal playing field.
Suburbs, we can't afford good shit. Some B-grade marijuana and a Corsica wine, that's it. But in the eastern suburbs, courtesy of Daddy's cart, they got coke and speed and ecstasy. And fuck me, life is hard. Mummy is a barrister, not the ones who make coffee. Daddy's in oil like a fucking sardine. He speaks kinda toffee. Sonny Jim is following him. He's got a major in MDMA. And Talia's had her tongue pierced, so the boys will come to play. They think that we are bogans in the burbs, but I'd rather be a bogan than a condescending turd. They say we all have equality, but let me tell you something, and I'll say is this for free: there ain't no equal playing field in this fucking country. Jonathan goes to King's School, he lodges there, of course. Mum and Dad's got rid of him, but they managed to keep the horse. The governments will do its bit by funding private schools, 'cause everyone deserves the same and to play by the same rules. But in the private schools, the music charts for the HSC are made by conservatorial experts who back the students on HSC day. And meanwhile in the suburbs, on this equal playing field, they're bashing away on shitbox guitars, and their fate is firmly sealed. They think that we're bogans in the burbs, but I'd rather be a bogan than a condescending turd. They say we all have equality, but let me tell you something, and I'll tell you this for free: there ain't no equal playing field in this fucking country. Folks, money and success is really good, but without the right connections, well, you might as well pull your boot. You see, they think that we are bogans in the boat. But I'd rather be a bogan than a condescending turd. They say we all have equality, but let me tell you something, and I'll tell you this for free. There ain't no equal playing field. There ain't no equal playing field. There ain't no equal playing field in this fucking country. In this fucking country. In this fucking country. In this fucking country.
You know what? The mobile phone has fucked this country as far as education goes. We've dropped down below fucking Argentina in numeracy and literacy. And the politicians will go, oh, we have to change the curriculum. But everyone, it won't fucking matter. It won't fucking matter what the curriculum is if none of the kids are fucking listening. They're playing video games and sharing Snapchat and watching fucking porn or fuck knows what. They got the world in their pocket, and I'm trying to teach the little cunts about metaphors and similes. Now, who's going to win that one, you reckon? So, because parents are often as stupid as their kids, it's got to be legislation. Law. No phones in schools. If it's not law, the poor old principals will be hammered from asshole to breakfast time by the angry fucking parents. Don't fucking argue. Put your phones away.
Listen up, kids, I got something to say. Life is short, if you blink you will miss it. If you want to make hay, put your phone away before you're all too old to enjoy it. Listen up, folks, turn your ringtone down. If you like, I will be more explicit. Put your fucking phone down, take a good look around. Life is short, if you blink you will miss it. I know you think I'm a silly old fart who don't know nothing and who lives in the past. I know you think I'm nothing but a dinosaur fool who wouldn't know his shit from his shampoo. You should heed my warning even though you think of me as an annoying and a quaint anachronism. You can't smell the roses through a video screen. Put your fucking phone away and start living. I know you think I'm a silly old fart who don't know nothing and who lives in the past. I know you think I'm nothing but a dinosaur fool who wouldn't know his shit from his shampoo. Well, I might be a fossil from another age when children and adults spoke face to face, but at least I have the courtesy to look at
And another thing about education in our public schools. If a religious group wants to come in and spread their fucking superstitions, you got to let them. We had one bunch of pious cunts telling the kids they'd go to hell if they didn't accept Jesus. I ain't convinced Jesus would have actually agreed with that. Should secular school students be enlisted into God clubs? I don't fucking think so.
Listen to our message and listen well. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. Or you will burn forever in the pits of hell. So said Jesus, so said the Lord. We are the bilge water, the truth and the light. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. We've been sent to scare your children and to fuck up their lives. So said Jesus, so said the Lord. We must stress that evolution has no shred of proof. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. But our grim superstition is the way to the truth. So said Jesus, so said the Lord. We will interrupt the lessons of the secular schools. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. And fill them up with propaganda and pretend we're cool. So said Jesus, so said the Lord. We will threaten all the students with damnation and strife. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. And tell them that they're sinners in the devil's sight. So said Jesus, so said the Lord. We'll teach them sex before marriage. We'll bring them unstuck. Well, what rhymes with that? I know. Instead, get married far too early just to score a fuck. So said Jesus, so said the Lord. We'll say don't enjoy your lifetime, feel as guilty as sin. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. And heaven will reward you with a fine coffin. So said Jesus, so said the Lord. We're just a bunch of big fish in a little pond. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. And we think we're really good because we're mates with God. So said Jesus, so said the Lord. You fucking cunts. So said Jesus, so said the Lord. A bunch of fucking cunts. Disturbing the education of young people. You should be fucking ashamed of yourselves.
Here's what I reckon. And if you don't want my opinion, you're in the wrong fucking place. Fuck off. I reckon that no cunt has a fucking clue what the fuck happens after we die. Not me, not you, not the fucking Dalai Lama. Lama's no fuck all anyway. The best I can manage is Occam's razor.
I know you think that I'm a fool, because I'm not a big believer, because I don't adhere to faith but reason when discerning the truth. But happily I can reply that I apply the test of Occam's razor. Why don't you just do yourself a favour, don't spout by rote, think things through. Maybe many years ago, when I was young and steeped in song of sermons sung with a preacher's certainty, well, maybe then I did believe that God was real and life had meaning, but now I see that no one has a clue what's going on, including me. You call me cynical and blind. You tell me I should have belief in some higher being based on feeling for which there is no current proof. I call you gullible and find your methodology alarming. You should have evidence when arming or disarming any truth. And now I'm in my autumn years. It is tempting to let fear deliver me to superstition's door. But religion is a curse whose blight makes thought redundant and people fight, and blind belief is baggage that keeps man forever poor. I know you think that I'm a fool, because I'm not a big believer. Many people say the devil has deceived me and only faith help me through. But to that I would reply that I would rather use my sense of reason I would rather think than live in blind belief as a happy fool.
Change the subject. I studied at university and every fucker was a Marxist. They sprayed about this magazine called Spartacus, and I believe they still do. Mind you, it's easy to believe in equal distribution of wealth when you ain't got no skin in the game, ain't it? You change your mind pretty fucking quick when you got something to lose, and the fat lazy cunt next door who's on welfare wants you to give him your brand new lawnmower. The trouble with socialism or communism or whatever you want to call it is that it doesn't represent the true nature of human beings. Like I said, we're a bunch of cunts. When allowed, human beings think of themselves and their families first, and those that get to the top quickly often get corrupt. In Venezuela a few years ago, the people were so fucking hungry they were eating dogs in the streets of Caracas. Caracas canine. They even raided the fucking zoos. Give me a bit, I'll have a bit of elephant, I'll have a bit of... Meanwhile, the fat cunts at the top done all right, as the fat cunts at the top always do. I'll tell you folks, capitalism is a flawed system, but at least it's an honest one. Let's face it, we're a bunch of self-serving, selfish cunts. Communism will never ever work as Marx intended.
Hey pinkos, get your asses to Venezuela. But if you love your dog, I'd keep him well away. 'Cause they are eating all the dogs in Venezuela. And it's all to blame on the socialist regime. After 18 years of misery, them commos have finally fucked their people up the ass. So get your applesauce, your knife and fork and your mayo. It's canine fillets for the working class. They are guarding all the zoos in Venezuela, and dogs are eating in Caracas streets. No bird or beast is safe in Venezuela. It's another triumph for the Marxist dream. They are digging through the dumps in Venezuela. Their government's corrupt and the people scream. And socialism once again's a fucking failure, 'cause it don't represent the true nature of us human beings. All you university fuckwits waving your Spartacus. All you kiddies with your young, ill-informed views. If the fall of Soviet Russia didn't shut you fuckers up, then the dogs of Venezuela ought to do. As an ideology, it's laudable, but in application, it's risible. It's red tape heavy, it's so easily corrupted that it ain't worth the paper of the manifesto. As an idea, it is valuable, but in practice, it's unworkable. 'Cause if you really think I'm gonna share my shit with you, you got another thing coming, son. All you public-minded lefties in Australia, you can contribute to the Venezuelan commonweal. Hey, don't listen to me, take your welfare dog over to Venezuela and serve them starving proletarians a meal. 'Cause they are guarding all the zips in Venezuela, and dogs are eating in Caracas streets. No bird or beast is safe in Venezuela. It's another triumph for the Marxist dream. They are digging through the dumps in Venezuela. Their government's corrupt and the people scream. And socialism once again's a fucking failure, 'cause it don't represent the true nature of us human beings. That's the fucking truth.
Now, this next one is hardly a song at all. It's just me and some of me mates from the Book of Ferret novel crapping on about colonisation and how fucking stupid patriotism is. Now, I know that many of you won't agree with me on this one, but hey, suck on me cock. That should keep you quiet for 15 seconds or so. This one's called Whities Can't Rap.
The patriot is ever full of bluster, cause and reason. He likes to pick on other folk in the name of God or treason. All is one beneath a flag in common opposition to everyone who doesn't share their geographical position. It is the ultimate vanity to think that just because you come from a particular country, that God supports that country too. Among the greatest sins of man are ideologies, religion, an unrealistic sense of scale and time, and unfettered patriotism. Get down, mama. Give me 5. Tell us about it, Horatio. White men can get down. All right, I will. Here we go. Nearly every man believes that he's the centrepiece of God, and that problem is compounded by the zealous patriot. It's good to be proud of your country, but too often it leads to hate. So why not think a bit bigger and root for the human race? Yes, can I just say something here, Horatio? Certainly, Bernard. Well, the Americans really blew a chance of making a statement of purpose when they planted the US flag upon the lunar surface. Had it been a new world flag designed for all mankind, they might have psychologically helped to make mankind more kind. If you see what I'm saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying, mate, but they wanted the real estate. Go on, Saliva, have your say. Yeah, go on, Sally, give it a burl. Thanks, lads. Now, Jonathan Swift called us odious vermin, and he was bloody right. We are selfish, cruel and ignorant, but the patriot reaches new heights. The patriot knows in his soul that he's right and he's part of something greater. And he is, but I believe it should be labelled a mass hysteria. Well, throughout the history of the world, men have often been guided by the zeitgeist and prevailing winds. The tides of single-minded men who lead, who wise indeed, will seldom pay the price for the carnage and the misery that they intentionally devise. Well said, Bernard. Yeah, thank you, Horatio. Yeah, nice one, Bern. Thank you, Ferris. I believe it's your verse. Go plant your flag now, dumb white boy. Get angry, European. Be indignant, you American. You Frenchman. You Australian. You've done your bit. You've fucked up the little brown people of the planet. Now fuck the environment as well. Ain't that the way God planned it? Oh, he's so aggressive. I like it. The history of the world of man is bloody, vain and soiled. The Catholics brought the ugly Inquisition to the New World. The Arabs galvanised behind an angry, warring clan. The Americans planted a dewdrop upon a foreign sand. The Portuguese and the Spanish got in early, and they soon knew that little brown people don't have guns and so are easy to subdue. The British, French and Dutch were soon well on for a spree. The Germans follow later on in the 20th century. The white man's bloody history has been a grab for colonies and wealth
And today there are so many reasons for our conspicuous ill health.
But I think it's fair to say that they mostly end in ism, and the worst of all the killers are religion and patriotism. Get down. Give me 5, mama. All right, baby. I'm a happening thing. Woo.
And our final song for today makes a point that most of you, I believe, would agree with. In general, it is a good idea not to whip out the old fella in a public place. Never jab at your Johnson in polite society. Never nudge at your nodger at, say, McDonald's. If you are going to lop out the slug, do it somewhere private. Otherwise, eventually someone is going to dob you in, and then you're more fucked than an air hostess. This final song is called Never Pull Your Penis Out in Public, and lads, I think it's good advice.
Now I might be old-fashioned, but I never got me pecker out at school or work. It never seemed a good idea to flash me cock about, to poke, to grind, to tug, cajole or jerk it whilst in public. Though of course at home I thumped it like an epileptic spastic, stuck my hands. And though I might have got the impulse to unleash the beast at work, I kept me blue vein stable inside me pants. Never pull your penis out in public. Never give your pecker air when out. Never get adventurous or cavalier with your dick. When in public, don't unleash your spout. Never noodle with your nodger in the foyer. Never pummel Percy in the airport lounge. Cause if you do in 20 years or so, a bunch of girls will dob you in, and that will bring you down. King shit in your chosen business. You might be top dog in your chosen game. You may think that you're impregnable and no one could assail your dominance, your mastery, your fame. But if you get a sudden impulse to get your ferret out, any girl they through this floor may benefit. And 20 years have passed, will suddenly grow brave and shout, he got his cock out and drop the shit. If you think you got a touch of the Harveys, if you think you got a dose of the Rolfs, take yourself in hand, cut out the middleman and belt the little bugger for yourself for 2 at a time. While you're alive. Never pull your penis out in public. Never give your pecker air when out. Never get adventurous or cavalier with your dick. When in public, don't unleash your spout. Never noodle with your nodger in the foyer. Never pummel Percy in the airport lounge. Cause if you do in 20 years or so, a bunch of girls will dob you in, and that will bring you down. It'll bring you down. You'd have to be a clown to swing that fucking thing around. I can't remember the last time I got my off the road in public, can you? Can't be that fucking difficult. Keep it in your pants. Keep fucking thing in your pants.
So, that's it for podcast 3. Only 2 to go, boys and girls. Now, next week, we take a look at how unreasonable people can be at times and how easily offended human beings are. I also poke a little bit of fun at the fat shits in our community. There's a few of them. But until then, this is Ferret saying,